Boy, it's right around the corner, folks. We got the summer nipping at our heels here. And before you know it, we'll be complaining about, oh, it's so hot outside. But one thing you won't be complaining about in the summer is, well, what's up, everybody? You're listening to Wellness Week Live. I am your host, DJ Tony. How you doing? Good. DJ Tony here from Jersey. Fist pumping. Start now. So today's show, why we get sick less in the summer and more in the winter. Now, I'm a DJ from Jersey. How you doing? I'm not a DR, so always check with the healthcare professionals. Basically, don't listen to me. But I'm somebody on Earth like you, and I take an interest in my health. Okay, so I always wondered that. Have you always wondered that? Like, yeah, like typically, I understand someone that gets sick every summer, but generally speaking, statistically speaking, you can go look on the stats on the CDC's website or wherever you like to look. But usually, we get sick more in the winter and we get sick or don't get sick in the summer. Why is that? Now, that's not by chance. That's not by just, I don't know, coinky dinky. That's by design, by genetics, by the earth, by our habits. And so let's break it down. Why we get sick less in the summer than in the winter here on Wellness Week Live. So how you doing, by the way, today? How's your day going? All right? It's going good or not? Tell me. Give it to me, baby. Come on, I want to hear it. Say it out loud. I don't care. Just say it. Give me the answer. How is your day going? Because no one's going to ask you. So I'm the only one that's going to ask you how your day's going. I'm the only one that goddamn cares about you. All right, so that's not true. I'm sure people care about you, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, how is your day, by the way? Okay, well, my day is going. It's going all right. It's I got a busy day ahead of me. I got gigs. I got a DJ, and it is what it is. So, but yeah, I cannot complain. I wake up every morning and I force myself to be grateful for 10 things. I even if it's just minuscule, I say, I'm grateful for a sunny day. I'm grateful for my dog Rocky, who's sitting at my feet over here. I'm grateful for work. So it doesn't have to be the big things, but just even if it is a big thing, that's cool. But I encourage you also to always every morning just force yourself to say you're grateful for 10 things, and even maybe throughout the day, and you'll see you feel better. Like after the 10th thing, like, I feel pretty good. So remind yourself we have a lot to be grateful for, and no matter what. There's always something to be grateful for. Now, I don't want to get into that because this is not that show. But anyways, I'm glad you're doing good. And if you're not doing good, snap out of it. No, I hope that you will be doing better. Okay, so why in the summer we don't get sick? In the winter we get sick. Why is that? And again, it's not a coinky dinky. It's not by chance. So let's break it down. Okay, so in the winter we're inside more, right? So now you're going to see these things as common sense. So in the winter, we're inside more. Guess what happens, right? We're breathing in everybody else's DNA, literally. So you're in close quarters. You're in an office or in a room or inside. And if somebody has a sniffle or whatever, guess what? You're getting it because it's close quarter combat, so to speak. So we're inside more. And also being inside means you're breathing in shit air, even if nobody's sick. But in the summertime, we're outside more and we're breathing fresh air. And if somebody has a little sniffle, well, I'm outside and I'm quote unquote social distance from them. I could be much further away from them because I'm outside, not inside. So inside, we tend to harbor a lot of the bad bacteria or viral matter, and then we can't escape essentially. But in the summer, we're outside more. So, okay, now moving on. I'm going to jump around a little bit, but our genes actually, yes, our DNA, our genetics actually shift. Yes. Without us even knowing, our bodies prepare for winter and our bodies prepare for summer. And our bodies prepare for winter by creating an inflammatory context or situation in our body. So our genes shift and change for the winter, creating inflammation and preparing to fight. Now, you may not get sick, you may get sick, but our bodies actually prepare for this. Now, in doing so, though, you can sometimes stress the body out, and that can lead to getting sick more often versus in the summer, our immune system, our adaptive immune system is tapped down because it's relaxed. And there's nothing really we can do about that, although we can do things to manage that. But anyways, there's a gene shift. Our genes shift in the summer versus the winter. Now, going back to the inside-outside thing, when we're in the winter, time, we're not exposed because we're not out as much. We're not exposed to the sun. Believe it or not, everyone likes to say, oh, the sun, you're going to get sunburn, skin cancer, which is true. However, we do need the sun because the sun is the best source. It's not the only source, but it's the best source for vitamin D. Now, you may wonder, what the hell's vitamin D? I got to go strong bones. Actually, no, vitamin D is the cornerstone, the nuclei, the focus of our immune system. Vitamin D is the fuel, is the propulsion for our immune system. Vitamin D equals immune system. Now, you can get vitamin D from food sources and other things like that, from pills, your vitamins, but the best, highest quality vitamin D comes from the sun. Our body absorbs that sunlight and transforms that into vitamin D. Amazing, right? Our skin does that for us. So you're getting a bigger and better immune system in the summer because you're just out more. And you don't have to be out for 10 hours, even if it's just you're out more. So your body's absorbing that through your hands, your face, your whatever, your legs. You're getting more vitamin D. Now, you don't want to be out there for 9 hours getting sunburn, but anyways, vitamin D, the sun, you're out more. You're going to have a better immune system because of that exposure to the sun and the vitamin D. Osmosis of it. Okay, now in the summer, we're more active, right? In the winter, we're sitting more usually. We're watching TV or indoors more. So you can work out indoors, but in the summer, you're out more. It's warm. You're just naturally out. What does that mean? That means you're more active. Moving equals boosting the immune system. We know that exercise boosts the immune system. So you don't have to be running a marathon. The fact that you're just getting out and walking more often, you're boosting your immune system, which is all the reason why in the winter you should try to even walk in place in your home or go out for a walk in the winter, bundle up, but get out, move. The other thing, this is a minutia, but we really don't notice this, why you get sick more in the winter and less in the summer is moisture. You hate that word, right? It's moist. So that's like the number one word people hate the most is moisture or moist. It's moist. Moisture. Well, now this is a minutia, but it's very, very important. So in the summer, you have, typically higher humidity and it's warmer. So the nasal passage, our nostrils do not develop micro cracks in them like they would in the cold, dry air. Now, you might ask, well, why is that important? Well, that's the number one way viruses and bad bacteria get into our body, through the micro cuts and abrasions, because it's dry air. So our nasal passages, our nostrils get dry. And in doing so, that enables viruses to get in through those micro cracks. Now, you don't have to be gushing blood from your nose to have the viruses get into your nasal, the tiny, microscopic cracks, because it's cold and your nasal passages, your nostrils get cold. And again, that makes micro cracks. And then the viruses get in there. Don't forget, viruses are very, 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 very small. So in the summertime, your nostrils are warm, they're moist. So there's not as many or any micro cracks in the nasal passage. So just breathing, because that's how the viruses get in, right? Typically, or if you, God forbid, you pick your nose, whatever. But again, you have that added layer of moisture protecting you in the summer where you don't have in the winter. A hack around that, by the way, is in the winter, you can spray your nose with a saline spray. They sell them in grocery stores. You can do that. Those are safe, and you just squirt up, or you can swab your inside of your nose with a Q-tip with some saline, solution, even a little bit of Vaseline or whatever. Yeah, that's a nice way to help add more protection in the winter from getting sick. It's not a cure-all, but it's another tool. Okay. The other thing, moving on, is in the summer, we're more social. So you might think, well, what the hell is I doing anything? I'm seeing my friend John. I had a cannoli. Don't be a slut cheem. How's he helping me out if I'm in the summertime? I don't get. Just shut up for a second. So in the summertime, you're more social. We're more social, right? We get out more. Hey, we're going to the beer garden. We're going to the beach. We're going to the barbecue. So when you're around people, especially face to face, that releases endorphins, that releases the happy feeling. And when you're happy, you're healthier. And so that interaction with people is a stress reducer. You're reducing inflammation in your body. You don't even realize it because you're out and about, you're socializing, you're happy, you're laughing, you're just out. You're making facial connections with people. You're sitting at the picnic table. These things matter. They boost the immune system. People who are lonely or loners or don't get out much or don't interact with other humans, they have a higher propensity to be sick more, to be depressed more. Why? Because humans are made to be in community with humans, face to face, not FaceTiming, I'm texting. That's not the same thing as being out face to face. Yes, it's good to text and FaceTime, but the holy grail, the gold, is face to face getting out. And we do that more in the summer, which again boosts the immune system and we get sick less because of that. Again, none of these things in and of themselves are the silver bullet, but as a conglomerate, as you can see now, okay, now I see why I get sick less in the summer. And I'm not saying you'll never get sick in the summer. I've gotten sick in the summer, but typically you're not going to. You have your best chances to stay healthy usually in the summer because of the things we're talking about. Okay, moving on. So also in the summer, another small thing, but it adds up. You sweat more. Now, you don't have to be gushing sweat, but we know that sweat is a type of detox. It's a type of poo-poo and pee-pee. It's a type of throw up, so when you sweat out toxins, period. So that's a good thing. And again, you don't have to be gushing sweat, but you're going to sweat more because it's 85 degrees out or 90 degrees out. So sweat is another reason why we get sick less in the summer and more in the winter. Now, your body's always sweating 24/7 in the winter too, but it's less sweat. So summer, you have more sweat. You're going to have more toxins out of the body. The other thing is, I think we touched upon this, but you're getting fresh air. In the summer, you're out and about. And you can make the joke, Jersey air sucks. But again, you're getting fresh air. The air in the home, even if it is filtered, it's not fresh. So to get out, you're getting that fresh air. And that means a lot for your lungs, for your body. You're breathing in the fresh air. So that's another plus. The other thing I would say too is that we eat better, generally speaking, in the warmer months than in the winter months. So if you think about it, right? What happens when we're in the winter? There's a lot of holidays in the winter, right? Depending on, what you celebrate and don't celebrate. But generally speaking, in the winter, we could start off with Halloween. Then we got Thanksgiving. Then you got Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, and things like that. And I believe Ramadan might be in the winter months. So you are eating more. In the summer, yeah, you got your 4th of July and things like that. But in the summer, from, we'll call it May to end of September, there's not many holidays. You might be going on a holiday in the sense of traveling, but so there's less, delectable, naughty foods you're eating in the summer. Generally speaking, in the summer, you're probably eating maybe more fish and more salads and, you're more grilled meats. And so we're not relying so much on comfort foods of the winter where, it's like, oh yeah, let's have 2 things of beer and a chicken pot pie and a pot roast. Those taste great, but they're just not good for you. And we're eating more comfort foods again in the winter, hey, pasta bread. In the summer, also, our appetites are suppressed more in the summer because it's hot. So that also helps us to regulate ourselves and boost our immune system. But again, in the summer, generally speaking, we're eating healthier. We're eating a little bit less in the summer than in the winter because the winter is comfort foods, foods with a lot of just processed carbs and sugars. Again, a lot of comfort foods in the winter, less comfort foods in the summer. So we tend to eat better in the summer than the winter. And that's another reason why we get sick less in the summer versus the winter. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Type it in the comments. What are some of the things that you noticed in the summer versus the winter that also help for, staying healthier? But those are the big ones that I just mentioned. And, we should try all year round to be cognizant, because just because it's winter is not a fait accompli where it's like, well, it's winter, I'm supposed to be sick. No, again, hydration in the winter, making sure we get proper sleep in the winter, making sure that we get out and walk in the winter, get fresh air in the winter. I understand it's cold, but, bundle up and go for a walk. It matters, trying to eat better in the winter. Don't, yes, comfort foods are nice. No one's saying don't eat it, but be cognizant of what we're eating. Ease up on the alcohol in the winter because that's going to be a vasoconstrictor. Alcohol makes you sick. It makes your immune system weak. So we want to be cognizant of those things, not drinking to because we're bored in the winter. We're in more, connecting with friends face to face more in the winter if we can, not relying on, oh, I'm going to text you, like getting out, go out for a coffee or hot cocoa, get out. So there's things we can do to manage and mitigate getting sick or as sick in the winter. Taking vitamin D, supplements like cod liver oil, you can kind of put that in your food and not really taste it, or vitamin D, supplement pills to offset the fact that we're not out as much in the sunlight. So different things we can do in the winter that I do that help me out. And I'm sure, if you follow, it'll help you out too. So I want the best for you. You're the best. You deserve the best. You can do it. I have faith in you. So let's get ready to enjoy the summer. Here we go. Fist bump in Jersey Shore. Oh, how you doing? Hey, by the way, don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this show with somebody you love. Share it with somebody you freaking hate, whatever. Thanks, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, I want the best for you. You control you. You deserve the best. You're going to have the best. I know it. Okay? Who loves you? Okay, 5. I'm out of here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.